Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton, and now we're going to cover the back nine for the rookie division on the Winter Sun tournament. Of course, this is the final round, weekend round. So we're going to hop into the replays here in just a second. You're going to get to see every single wind angle and, a good game plan to close out your tournament strong. If you're not a subscriber, please become one by hitting the subscribe button. Also, take just a second there to hit the thumbs up button. And if you like the content that I provided all week for the tournament, I do put a link to my PayPal at the bottom of the comments. Well, in the comments, I should say. And honestly, any donation is appreciated if you have the ability to do so. All right, hole number one. So, hole number one's been giving me troubles. I did take the big topper this time and the katana, like I said I would do. I'm going to play this one 10% elevation. In fact, both shots are played at 10% elevation. You'll see the spin adjustment here. 2 bars of right side spin with as much top spin as possible. I've got my yellow ring right on the rough line. Again, this is pulled at 10% at max distance of my club. Perfect ball, and we land nicely on the fairway there, which brings us in for shot number two. Shot number two, I finally do hit perfect. But I don't drop it. That's all right. This is a 4.5 mile per hour headwind. As you can see here with the thorn, I got my ball guide line going through the pin. That's going to be super important whenever you apply backspin with a thorn on headwind. Your ball guide line needs to go through the pin. This is pulled 10%. This is also pulled at max distance of my club. You're going to see here the ball comes in nice as far as the speed goes. We just missed to the left-hand side. The only thing I want you to do on this shot, if you're in the same position as me, is I want you to back up here, and instead of going right through the dead center, I want you to off this right-hand side of the cup. Inside the cup, very right edge, and, had I played it that way, this ball would have dropped in for an eagle. Brings us on to hole number two. Hole number two, 25% at mid. I do want you to notice here on the graphic, 1159 pull angle. So let's go over that. We do get the hole in one here. 5 bars of backspin with absolutely no side spin. All right, you're going to see the setup spot here. Favoring slightly left-hand side of pin, aiming at the cup. With my orange ring, a little bit, like a quarter of my orange ring inside the rough line. Now here, 25%, like I said, at mid. But notice the wind arrow is not pointing exactly north. It's going to flicker from north to north left. That's an 1159 pull angle, just like reading a clock. Perfect ball. And we sneak that one on the right-hand side of the cup. That's going to bring us in here to hole number three. Hole number three is played at 10% elevation. We're going to use our Kingmaker. And just like we have been the entire tournament, we're just aiming down the center of the fairway here. No time to spend a lot of time on this drive, but at least you get to see the wind angle. That brings us into shot number two. Shot number two is going to be played at max distance of our club. It is going to be played here, you're going to see, at 10% elevation with 3 bars of backspin, 1 side spin to the left. I've got my ball guide line aiming directly at the center of the pin. Oh, that's right. I did change the spin here. Okay. So you're going to see here 3.5 back with about 0.9 left. That's good. Now you're going to see the aim spot here and how to correct this. Notice here I'm favoring just the left-hand side of the pin and leaving my ball guide line a little bit short. Like I said, 10% pull. Great ball to the left, unfortunately. But the biggest thing to note here is the speed is really good. But I do think we're going to need more left side spin, because even though we hit great left, we still came in pretty significant left. All right, let's spend more time on this hole. 25% at max. We're playing this the same way we have all tournament. This wind angle, we're going to have 5 bars of backspin. Blue ring on the fringe. Notice here where I'm aiming. Okay. I want you to set it up just like this with the 5 bars of backspin. 25% at max. What I want you to do before you take your shot is, once you have this lined up exactly like this, I want you to put 1/4 of a side spin to the right, but make sure you keep your 5 bars of backspin, okay? That's going to make your ball guideline look really weird. It's going to be aiming significantly right hand of pin. But this shot, watch what happens. Perfect ball. We missed left-hand side. Okay, on my other account, I tried to offset it more to the right-hand side, and I still burned the left edge of the cup. So what we're going to do is we're going to compensate for the way the ball is kicking off the fairway onto the green, which is kicking left. So again, apply your backspin, find the landing spot. After you find the landing spot, I want you to add 1/4 of a right spin onto the ball and then pull the rings. That takes us into hole number 5. Hole number 5 here is played at 10% elevation. I'm only using 1 bar of right side spin. This one here, we're not doing anything different. We're just hitting the ball down the fairway. I'll just fast forward to save time since this is nothing special. Brings us into shot number 2. Shot number 2 needs to be played 40% at mid, but we're going to talk through this shot as well, because this is one that you can make. Okay, the spin adjustments that I'm using here is 1 back and 1 right. You see that? I'm aiming just to the right-hand side of the flagstick. Again, this is 40% at mid is what you're seeing. There's a perfect ball. Oh, thank you. And I just burned the right edge of the cup this time. So what I want you to do, I want you to continue to use the 1 bar of backspin because we know that's good. But I want you to change this to 0.7 bars of right side spin. 1 back, 0.7 bars of right side spin. I will go ahead and aim dead center at the flagstick, and we should be closer than that, even though that's really close. Brings us on to hole number 6. Hole number 6, nothing special. 10% elevation, max top, 2 left. We're just aiming this right down the middle of the fairway. Perfect ball. And we land on the fairway for 360. That brings us in for shot number 2. Shot number 2 is nice to get tailwind. All right, so notice the spin adjustment here. A little bit more than 5 bars of back, so 5.2 back, about 0.8 left. That puts me right dead center at the hole. And we hop over it to the right-hand side. So what we need to do there is I actually like the backspin. I would maybe add just like maybe 0.1 more and add just a click more left side spin, and you might be able to pick that one up for the albatross. Hole number 7, we'll talk about this one too, but nothing special on the drive. 10% elevation katana, 3 back, 2 right. I'm putting my blue ring on the fringe line here. 10% pull. All right, 302 with a perfect ball. Now let's talk about shot number 2. The shot here you're seeing is played 5% at mid. I do like the 5%. We're going to keep that. Notice here I've got 1 bar of backspin with about 0.6 bars of left side spin. I'm aiming pretty center here. Again, the pull is 5% at mid. So you can see the ball would have came into the nicely to the pin if I would have just had less backspin. So we're going to change that spin. Again, here's your reference. This was 1 back. It was about 0.6 left. We know that's good. We need to change this to about half of a bar of backspin. That's going to have the ball come in at a faster speed, which is going to have you not come up short like I did. So although I did not make these are really good learning opportunities for you on the back 9. All right, this one, I don't have a lot for you. This one's been good for me in the tournament, but this 4.5 mile per hour wind with the crosswind from right to left with 40% elevation really took off on me. 5 bars of backspin aiming at the hole. But again, take a look at this. Perfect shot. This thing misses significantly to the left-hand side. So what do we need to do here? We definitely need to start off with probably 5.5 bars of backspin, I would apply 1 bar of right side spin and try to aim at the hole and see what happens. This brings us into hole number 9. Hole number 9, a little bit of a trickier drive when it comes to the headwind, but this is really a non-issue. We're going to play it 0%. We're going to play it at mid-distance of our driver. As you can see here, I got my ball guideline favoring the left-hand side of the fairway, but kind of middle left-hand side. Perfect ball. And that brings us down for 324. Brings us into shot number 2. Shot number 2, we're also getting headwind. So back-to-back headwind, which is unfortunate. You know, this one's a little bit more difficult to judge because sometimes this green can roll fast. So I am applying top spin. But as you can see here, I left it about 2 green squares short, even in the headwind, just because sometimes you just catch the fast part of the green. And I didn't want to go too far. This shot is pulled at 0% at max distance of the club. So again, I pulled both shots on this hole at 0%. You'll see there the aim spot looks good. You just left it about 2 green squares short of the pin. So that shot did play true. We need to apply a little bit more top spin to get that ball to the hole. Anyways, that is going to wrap up this week's rookie tournament. I wish you all the best of luck, and let me know how you do in the comments. Thanks for watching.